When I bought my 75-acre ranch in Wyoming, I wasn't looking for trouble. I wanted open skies, quiet mornings, and enough room for my horses to roam. The property backed up to a brand-new upscale neighborhood with a homeowners association. We rarely interacted, and honestly, I preferred it that way. For nearly a year, everything was peaceful. Then one Saturday morning, I noticed something strange. Construction crews were installing a long wooden privacy fence. At first, I didn't think much of it. New neighborhoods build fences all the time. But as I rode my ATV along the property line, something didn't look right. The fence wasn't following the old boundary markers. It was several feet inside my ranch. I stopped and asked one of the workers, "Who told you to build here?" He shrugged. "The HOA. They said this is a property line." I pointed toward an old steel survey pin sticking out of the ground. "That marker says otherwise." The foreman glanced at it but kept working. "We're just following orders." I didn't argue. Instead, I drove home and pulled out the survey my title company had given me when I purchased the ranch. Sure enough, the fence appeared to be nearly 12 feet onto my property. That might not sound like much, but over the length of the fence, it added up to almost half an acre. Half an acre of my land. On Monday, I contacted the HOA. The board president answered confidently. Our engineer confirmed the location. I politely asked for a copy of the survey. She refused. "Our documents are private." That response immediately raised red flags. So I hired a licensed land surveyor. 3 days later, his crew arrived with GPS equipment and precision instruments. They spent nearly 6 hours measuring every corner of the property. When they finished, the lead surveyor smiled. "You were right. The fence is entirely on your land." He handed me a signed survey showing the exact encroachment. The next morning, I emailed the HOA a copy along with a simple request. Move the fence within 30 days. Instead of apologizing, they sent me a violation notice. According to the HOA, I had interfered with community improvements. I laughed out loud. I wasn't even a member of the HOA. Their rules meant absolutely nothing on my ranch. Then things got even stranger. A week later, landscaping crews arrived and planted decorative trees, also on my property. Apparently, the HOA had decided my ranch was now part of their common area. That was enough. I hired a real estate attorney. He immediately sent the HOA a formal demand letter. Remove the fence. Remove the trees. Restore my land. Or face legal action. The board ignored it, so we filed suit. During discovery, something unexpected came to light. The HOA's engineer had never performed an actual survey. He simply estimated the property line using outdated construction drawings. Those drawings were never intended to establish legal boundaries. Even worse, the HOA board approved the project without verifying ownership. The judge wasn't impressed. He ordered an independent court-appointed survey. 2 weeks later, the results matched my survey almost perfectly. The fence crossed onto my property by as much as 12 feet, every single section of it. The HOA's attorney suddenly wanted to negotiate. My attorney smiled. Too late. The trial lasted less than a day. The evidence was overwhelming. Certified surveys, property deeds, historical boundary records. Even the original subdivision plans confirmed the correct property line. The judge ruled completely in my favor. The HOA was ordered to remove the entire fence at its own expense. They also had to remove every tree, repair the damaged pasture, and reimburse all of my legal costs. The total bill exceeded $300,000. Residents weren't happy. Many had been told the fence was protecting community property. Instead, they learned the board had built everything on land they didn't own. Within months, several board members resigned. The engineering firm settled privately. The landscaping company changed its surveying procedures. As for me, once the fence came down, I replaced the old steel survey markers with highly visible concrete monuments. Then I built my own split-rail ranch fence, exactly on the legal boundary. One afternoon, a neighbor from the subdivision walked over while I was painting the fence. He apologized for everything that had happened. He admitted most homeowners had no idea the board ignored the real property lines. We ended up talking for nearly an hour. Turns out, good neighbors aren't a problem. Bad leadership usually is. Today, every time I ride my horses along that fence line, I smile, not because I won, but because facts matter, property lines matter, and no matter how confident someone sounds, a professional survey always speaks louder than opinions. Sometimes, just a few feet of land can change everything.